County Board of Commissioners General Session. Today is June 12, 2018. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So let's begin. We've got a number of guests today, and so we certainly want to take time to recognize our special guest with us. And so I'd like to call to the microphone Miss Linda Logan, who is representing the Sports Commission. Hi, Linda. Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy summer, just about, right? Thank you for having us here today. I'm Linda Logan, Executive Director of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission, and always proud to be here to represent our community and recognizing all of the state champions that have excelled in our community. So I think we have 5 sports represented and 10 area high schools. Not everyone could be here today, but we have a great showing. It seems like each year now we're getting more and more athletes from Central Ohio that are making it and winning the state championship. So again, on behalf of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission and all that you do for us on a daily basis, we couldn't be any prouder to be here. And I'm going to introduce Jackie, who's here from the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for recognizing these student athletes, for having myself and the OHSAA able to be here and celebrate the achievements of these young people. Education-based athletics, as you know, for Dr. Ross is an important ingredient to the success of young people, and we're excited to be here to celebrate their achievements today. So thank you for having us.
So how do you want to do this? We're going to recognize... Okay, going to do them one by one. Okay. Is this how we always... I feel like we've done it differently.
No.
It's my... I'm aging and I just don't remember.
All right, first up we have Olentangy Liberty Boys Baseball Division I State Champions. Carson Comer, Mitch Milheim, Connor Osborne, Michael Osborne, Brandon Brown, and Bo Foster.
Wow.
Cross County. Cross County. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We have certificates for each of you that will make sure you get. We have them there?
Here we go.
Great. Perfect.
Okay. So tell
They
us who
can
you
sort
are, what grade you're in.
Here you go. Here's the mic.
Tell us who you are, what grade you're in, if you know where you're going to go play ball after, or what you're going to do when you graduate, if you're a senior. And then the coach gets to tell us all about you.
No, he's coach.
All right, I'm Connor Osmond. I'm going to Miami next year. I'm obviously graduating, so.
I'm Bo Foster, and I'm attending Jackson College to play baseball.
I'm Michael Osmond. I'm going to play baseball at Wittenberg next year.
I'm Carson Comer. I'm going to attend Alderson Broaddus University to play baseball.
Ty Brenning, head baseball coach, Olentangy Liberty. As a coach, probably your proudest moment is when your kids don't need you anymore, and they become their own best coach. And when I think about these guys and the 15 years that our program's been in existence, can't think of a better group to represent our school and our community than these guys. They were champions off the field long before they were champions on the field, and very privileged to be associated with these guys. Olentangy Liberty.
That's great. Okay. Oh, you want me by the tallest guy?
This is our favorite part.
Yeah, I know.
The thing here is to get Maryland in the middle of all this. Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm real proud. Good luck.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So you got a new team starting now.
We start tonight.
Tonight,
Start
yeah.
tonight. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'll give you one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next from Upper Arlington, we have the Division I girls lacrosse state champions. The fourth year in a row, we have Amanda Straighton, Sophia Ballou, and Elena Schildmeyer.
Lacrosse.
Cross.
Congratulations.
Repeat. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh,
Come on up. Welcome back.
how are you? Congratulations.
You have your coach with
Okay.
you, no? Oh, you're the coach.
I'm Elena Schildmeyer. I'm going to be a junior next year. I'm Amanda Straighton. I'm going to be a senior next year. I'm Sophie Ballou, and I'm going to be a senior next year.
I'm Katie Bondi. I'm one of the coaches, and I've had the privilege of coaching them now for 3 years. So I'm really excited to keep coaching with them, and I think 4 state championships speak for themselves.
And
All
we'll
right.
see all of you again
Next
next
year.
I hope so. So they can do it. So that's really it.
Here, can I get a couple of you over here? Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we forgot.
Next, from St. Francis de Sales, we have the Division II boys lacrosse state champions. Connor O'Brien, Jack DeSantis, Carter Hillary, and Will Minnick. Maybe. Did I get it right?
One's the O'Brien. You related to the O'Brien family?
I don't know.
Yeah. Which one's your dad?
Congratulations.
Neil? Congratulations, guys. Thank you. I wrestled your Uncle Hunk in high school. Here you go.
Long ago, right?
Long time
Long
ago.
ago.
Long time ago.
Hi, I'm Jack DeSantis. I just graduated from DeSales. I'm going to University of Maryland next year to play lacrosse.
Hi, I'm Will Nick. I'm just graduated from St. Francis de Sales, and I'm attending the University of Cincinnati next year.
Connor O'Brien. I graduated from DeSales and will be playing lacrosse at Wheeling Jesuit.
Name's Carter Hillary. I'm going to be a senior next year, so I hope to be back here next year.
I'm Mike McGoldrick. I'm one of the assistant coaches with the program.
I'm Matt Triplett. I'm the head coach of the DeSales program. I've been there for this is my 14th season, and these four captains right here, where these guys they set a goal in the beginning of the season. They rewrote the book in our in our minds of what it means to be a family, setting a goal and achieving it.
Hopefully we'll see you guys back. Some of you back here next year.
Hopefully.
There could be more purple.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you so
There
much.
you go.
Thank you.
All right, next from Pickerington Central, we have the Division I boys track and field state champion team, and 300 hurdles state champion Evan Matthews, the 3,200 meter state champion Matt Scrape, and the 4x4 relay state champions Evan Matthews, Crockett Schooler, Terry Simwell, and Zach Robinson.
I think this guy's
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Huh?
Okay, who wants it first?
I am Matt. I'm running for Syracuse University next year.
How you doing? I'm Crockett Schooler. I graduated this year, and next year I'm running at the University of Pittsburgh.
I'm Evan Matthews, and next year I'm going to be a senior, so I'll be back.
Hi, I'm Terry Samuel, and I'll be back next year.
Hi, I'm Jaden Wood. I'm going to be a senior next year, and I'm with the boys because my coach isn't here.
Jason Roach, head boys coach at Pickerington Central. Very proud of all of them that are up here. I'm even more proud. Everyone up here is excellent in the classroom as well as the track, and I think that's going to take them a lot further than their sports. But we are very proud of them, and hopefully we got these 3 underclassmen. They'll have an opportunity again to come back here next year.
What was that 4x4 time?
Yeah, it wasn't their best. 3:17, but they've ran they went 3:13 a couple years ago, and then 3:16 this year. These 2 of them are back, so they already said they're going to go faster next year.
Was that like 48?
They're usually around 48s. Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay.
So you need to know what that means. Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck next year.
All right, Gahanna Lincoln had the Division I girls track and field state championship team and the 4x8 relay state champions and the 4x4 relay state champions. We have Shanae Diaz, Allison Groves, Claire Steigerwald, Madison Martinez, Alexis Thigpen, and Joy Bradley.
I think welcome back, right?
Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 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 Good to see you again, Coach.
I'm Claire Steigerwald, and what do I say? And I'll be running at the University of Toledo next year.
I'm Austin Groves, and I just graduated from Gahanna Lincoln, and I'll be going to Ohio State next year.
I'm Alexis Thigpen. I'll be coming back. Yeah.
I'm Joy Bradley. I'll be a sophomore next year.
Hi, I'm Roger Whitaker, head coach of Gahanna Lincoln, and we had a fantastic season for these seniors. A couple of these seniors, including indoor, they've had 6 state championships team-wise, which is incredible. I think one of the things that people miss when they talk about our team is that all 4 of these girls were academic All-Ohio girls. Meaning that their grade point average is 3.5 or higher. Joy couldn't get it because she was a freshman last year, and freshmen aren't eligible, but she's a sophomore now, so she can get it next year. But that's an important part of our team and our culture, so we really appreciate being here. So thanks.
For the next 3 years.
I also want to mention Gahanna Lincoln had the boys Division I state champion 4x2 relay and 4x1 relay champions. They are not here today. Next we have from Olentangy, the girls Division I track pole vault state champion Siobhan Sorensitz.
I'm Siobhan Sorensitz, and I'm going to Central Michigan University next year.
I'm Jay Matthew, pardon me, pole vault coach at OHS, and Siobhan set the highest mark in the state this year, 13.5 at regional, and got the record there, and then came back to the state and got a 13.3. And when I told my mom the height she did, my mom reminded me that my high school PR was only 13.8. And my mom then proceeded to ask me, how big is this girl? Well, she's a great competitor, but she's also a great person as well. So we appreciate being here. Thank you.
All right, next from Dublin Kaufman, we have the girls Division I state champion in the 100 and 200 meters, 4-time state champion in the 200 meters, and 3-time state champion in the 100 meters, Abby Steiner.
It's a pleasure to meet you. We'll see you in the Olympics someday, I'm sure.
I'm Abby Steiner. I'm going to the University of Kentucky next year to play soccer and run track.
Excuse me, I'm Greg King, the girls track coach at Kaufman, and in addition to winning the 200 and 100, Abby set the state records in the 100 and 200. She already owned both of them, set them in the prelims, and then broke them again in the finals, including the number 6 all-time U.S. high school mark in the 200 meters. And she's 11.38 in the 100 and 22.73 in the 200. And she's also, for the 3rd time, an academic All-Ohioan. And I don't think it's a coincidence that all these track coaches are talking about these great athletes being good students, because the discipline that it takes to be really good in track is what it takes to be really good in the classroom as well.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, from New Albany, we have the state champion in the 100, 400, and 800 meter seated races from New Albany, Michael Fenster.
My name is Michael Fenster. I graduated from New Albany in May. I will be competing on the wheelchair track team at University of Illinois.
Well, I'll start by once again just saying congratulations to all the student athletes, and let me emphasize student athletes because I know what it takes to accomplish the things that you have, and I really want you to enjoy this moment, but reflect on it in a way that carries you beyond. You know, think about your next steps, and the stage that you stand on today can be a stage that you stand on tomorrow, and the work that you put in is what will generate those results. For those track runners, I have a special affinity for the track runners. I ran college track myself. My son is currently running college track at Brown University, and I can really just appreciate first of all, those times that you have, those are insane times, insane times. And so you're going to be in the Olympics. I mean, it's just, I mean, no pressure on you there, but I mean, just to give you a sense of that, I mean, those are probably, even as high school times, would be top Division I track times nationally. And University of Kentucky has, what's the famous runner right now, Sydney McLaughlin, yeah, and she's like ridiculous. They're going to be training with literally the best runner in the United States right now, and so I mean, you had a great career. But to all of you, you know, whether you're playing sports in college or not, I really hope that you recognize this achievement and, most importantly, what it took to get there. I really appreciate the coach talking about the team value, because that same value plays out in life, whether it's at home, whether it's in your community, or even at work. You know, we're like a family.
We are
here,
a team.
you know, and we're a team, and it plays out in every job I've ever had, in every situation. And so take that role of being a team member important, and know that it can and will shape a good portion of your contributions to the community throughout your life. And I just want to congratulate you once again and on your hard work, and encourage you that as you take your next steps forward, may they be the best that you have to offer, and may you get the best out of it from what you put in. Congratulations.
I think that's great, Kevin. I think that's really important. This is a great moment in your career, and let it not be the only great moment. I think you need to also recognize the sacrifices that your families made to get you to practice every day. Family that's here, thank you from us. But you know, you don't do it alone, and you know your teammates are there for you, and your coach is there for you. But you've got so many other people that are part of your success. Your families, your friends' families. So thank you to all of them, and you may want to thank them.
You know, as Marilyn said, remember your families, and as she also indicated, don't let this be the biggest thing. I mean, some of you that have been here before, you've heard me say this. Don't let this be the biggest thing in your life. This is celebrate this accomplishment. Remember this. Remember this when you're older. Remember this when you get to be our age. I remember being 17 years old and sitting in city council chambers when they brought my high school state championship team down to celebrate our accomplishment. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when we sat in city council chambers down there with Charlie Mennel and some of the guys that were on the Columbus City Council back in those days. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the whole world. We got to ride on the back of a float in the St. Patrick's Day parade right after we won the state championship in wrestling. Yeah, we beat DeSales. Yeah, we did. We did that back then. But you know, I thought it was the coolest thing in the whole world. But you know, you can't be my age, can't be my age, can't be in your mid 50s and have that be the biggest thing you've ever done in your life. So, you know that this is big. Know that this is a really cool thing that you did, and the accomplishment that you have now is something great, and you'll be able to hold it for the rest of your life. Some of you 4 times, you know. But you've got to know that this is a springboard to bigger and better things in your life, bigger accomplishments, bigger, cooler things that you're going to do. This is just going to propel you on to other things. So know that, and don't let this be the Bruce Springsteen, you know, glory days that you look on for the rest of your life, and it's the biggest thing you've ever done. Have this be the springboard to bigger and better accomplishments in your life, and let this be that springboard. So congratulations, and please always remember what Marilyn says. Your family's the ones who got you here. All your hard work and all your dedication, no question. Your coaches helped and everybody helped, but mom and dad getting up and driving you to practice early in the morning, or picking you up late at night, or your little brothers and sisters putting up with all your whininess and all your moods and all your attitudes, or your big brothers and sisters doing the same thing, because believe me, I got 4 kids and I hear it all the time. So thank them, pat them on the back, and say thank you to them for helping get you where you are, because that matters.
Congratulations.
And thanks for being here, Linda, and Ohio High School Athletic Association. I know Dr. Ross because he was superintendent of the school district my kids graduated from, and with him focusing on the student athlete as students first, I think is really important. So thank you for your hard work on the academic side too.
Yep.
Let's give them one last round of applause for this. And I would say to the students, it's summertime, so I know you don't want to sit through a Board of Commission
No, please
meeting.
stay.
So,
They're welcome.
but you are welcome to stay. But
Learn all about county government.
But that's absolutely. It looks like it's going to be a short agenda today too. So, but you're welcome. You're free to leave at your own accord whenever you want. So, but thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much for being here.
Congratulations. And they head for the door.
And everybody rushes out, as always.
I wouldn't give them the torture of sitting.
Oh my God! Every time they out of here, head for the door.
Yeah.
He's from a family of 11 brothers. His dad has 10 brothers. his grandfather.
Okay, we will convene our meeting back to call to order. So is there a motion to approve the minutes from the March 13th, March 20th, April 10th, and May 22nd, 2018 general session?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
The minutes have been approved.
Thank you. Clerk of Courts.
Resolution number 423-18, resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation to support the FCJS modernization project.
Good morning, Commissioners. Adam Lukamp on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the E-Governance Board. And with me today is
Jason Sankey, Chief Information Officer for the Clerk of Courts. This resolution will authorize a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $200,000 to be transferred from the Criminal Justice Information System Fund. These funds will then be used to provide continued project management and consultative support as the county proceeds with contract negotiations and prepares for implementation of the new court case management system. And the E-Governance Board has reviewed and approved this request.
Great. I'll move for passage of 423-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 423-18 has been adopted.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Commissioners.
Domestic Relations.
Resolution number 424-18, resolution authorizing various contracts for the summer school educational program in the juvenile detention facility in the amount of $9,449.94.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director. With me this morning is Andrea Jones, the Superintendent of the Juvenile Detention Facility. This resolution is requesting the approval of 3 contracts that will provide a 6-week summer school education program for our youth in the Juvenile Detention Center. Classes will be conducted by certified teachers. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of 424-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 424-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 425-18, resolution authorizing a 1-year contract with Nationwide Children's Hospital for medical services in the amount of $350,000.
This resolution is requesting a contract with Nationwide Children's Hospital in the amount of $350,000 to provide emergency and outpatient services for youth in our juvenile detention facility. Previously, if the youth were Medicaid eligible, the medical services provided by Nationwide were billed to Medicaid. However, due to changes in the Ohio Administrative Code, Medicaid will no longer pay healthcare providers for medical services for youth detained in the Juvenile Detention Center. Additionally, this resolution is requesting the transfer of appropriation in order to pay for these services. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
So you're not able to, or Nationwide isn't able to bill Medicaid for any of the services they're providing?
There's
now?
only certain cases where if we're, the youth is pending placement elsewhere, that we can, that Medicaid can be billed for those services.
And that's a change.
That is a change. It was actually effective in 2017, and we had the prosecutor review the administrative code, and they agreed that that we had to start paying for these services. I guess the good thing is we didn't have to pay for them in
Right.
2017. So.
Right. Well, I'll move for passage of 425-18.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 425-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Corner.
Resolution number 426-18, resolution authorizing an agreement with the Whitestone Group, a security firm, for armed guard services for the Franklin County Coroner's Office in the amount of $54,600.
Good morning, Commissioners. Matthew Cottle, representing the Franklin County Coroner, Dr. Ortiz. The coroner would respectfully ask for your authorization to enter into an agreement with a security services contractor to be stationed at the coroner's office. Providing a safe, secure environment for visitors to our building and for our staff's a priority for the coroner. The coroner's office, in partnership with the Franklin County Administrator, Prosecutor, and the Purchasing Department, developed an agreement to provide armed security services for a period of 3 years. The contractor is a GSA level provider of these services. The cost for the services for the remainder of this year is $30,713. Subsequent years will be $54,600. The terms of this contract will take us through the years based at the current office and will transition to the new Forensic Science Center in 2020. Security services is a programming item for the new build. I'm available, of course, for any questions and respectfully ask for your consideration to enter into this agreement for services. Thank you.
I'll move for passage of 426-18, and thank you.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 426-18 has been
Thank you.
adopted.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 427-18, resolution authorizing a one-year agreement to support the Franklin County Youth Lemonade Festival, a youth entrepreneur initiative, in the amount of $20,000.
Morning, Commissioners. Director James Schimmer from Economic Development and Planning, joined at the dais by Josh Roth, who I will tell you is our newest economic development finance professional, certified, has gone through his courses, and will be able to put the initials EDFP behind his name now.
I was going to say he was clean shaven, but it's not exactly.
No, not quite.
EDFP.
He's relatively newly shaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fresh for me.
Yeah.
Shaved within the last few weeks.
Well, now that we've gotten our personal hygiene out of the way, one of
And the acronym.
and the acronym, the really, yeah,
EDFP.
EDFP. It is a series of courses that Josh had to take to get certified, and it's a good thing for the county to actually have a professional with those.
Right.
Thank you, Commissioners, one of the things I'm happy to bring forward each year is the Lemonade Festival. As you know, we provide $20,000 for this youth entrepreneurship event. Lemonade Day really celebrates that first spark that a young person has when they are actually given money for a product they make. And hopefully that stays with folks. And Kurt Caffey has been, who is the CEO of National CEO Leadership Institute, has run that for us for the last 5 years. The event this year is July 14th. And you're able to register through Facebook at FC Lemonade Festival. And hopefully we'll have the kind of presence that we've had in the past. In fact, last year, one young man and his mother actually wrote a small book. I think I presented that to you guys about his experience. So it's been a great event for us, and it does celebrate youth entrepreneurship. I'd ask for your approval of the resolution this morning.
Jim, there's also educational classes to prepare for the day, and people register for that as well.
Right. There are a variety of different activities associated with marketing, making your booth, looking at how you actually spend your proceeds, some of which is dedicated back to the community and back to social activities, as well as some money that the kids can use themselves. So it works out very, very well. But it's an event, and what I've always enjoyed about it is the fact that whether it's grandparents or parents, they're usually always right there with the kids to make sure that everything's going well and they're doing right. But again, I'd like to come back to this term, that spark, when somebody gives you money for something you've made and marketed. So hopefully that'll stay with them, and they'll continue their business development as time goes on.
Will we get a map of placement of all of the lemonade stands?
As we know them, we will get them to you,
Yeah.
and maybe it's something we can
Yeah.
put online. So.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Commissioners, it's usually extremely hot that day, so it's
Oh, yeah.
lately it's been good for lemonade sales.
Hot and sunny.
It's been hot and sunny. There's a lot of creativity that occurs during this event. The booth contest, some of the kids really get into the development of their booth, and the design of lemonade ideas that come up. It's always interesting to see that, and Director Schimmer always has that yellow hat in his closet that he puts on, and usually you may see him in a photo op with the lemonade boy or girl who's selected. So he's always there on that. And really social entrepreneurship is what these youth are introduced to. The 3 S's is what is preached during this time, to spend, save, and share. So the kids walk away with those fundamentals. So I think this is a small investment, and it's a memorable return for many of you youth that get the opportunity to participate in this event.
Well, I will move for passage of 42718.
Second.
Moved and seconded in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 427-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 428-18, resolution authorizing an agreement to accept a 2018 market development grant from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency to partially fund a JDM Services construction and demolition debris recycling project in the amount of $97,634.
Commissioners, the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency offers some recycling grants which assist businesses and nonprofits that propose projects to establish and grow markets for recyclable materials and other related projects. And applicants must be sponsored by an eligible governmental agency that will serve as the administrator and the pass-through entity for those funds. And Economic Development and Planning successfully sponsored, the application by Frank Road Recycling Solutions. And the purpose of this resolution is to allow EDP to enter into a grant agreement with OEPA, and that's in the amount of $97,634. With these funds, Frank Road Recycling is going to purchase a mobile crushing piece of equipment that will allow them to process construction and demolition debris at project sites rather than relying on those projects bringing the materials to them. So it'll make their business a little bit more competitive, make the services that they provide a little bit more affordable, and then it'll in turn help divert some of these materials from our area landfills.
Which is great. I'll move for passage of 42818.
Second.
Moved and seconded in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes. Commissioner
Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 428-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 429-18, resolution accepting a compensation agreement with Jefferson Township concerning non-tax increment financing districts, the farms at Jefferson Incentive District numbers 1 through 9 in Jefferson Township.
Commissioners, you'll remember that back on April 11th, we received a letter of formal notice from Jefferson Township informing us of their intention to create 9 non-school tax increment financing districts. Each of these districts was proposed at a rate of 100% and at a term of 30 years. And just so you'll remember, tax increment financing is a public financing mechanism that captures and redirects taxes from the incremental increases on property values that result from a new development, and then those funds go to pay for costs associated with the development itself. The purpose of these TIF districts was to support the development of 372 single-family homes on Clark State Road at the eastern county line. And then on April 24th, we responded to that formal notice by objecting to the rate and the term of the of that proposal, and that allowed us to enter into negotiations for a mutually acceptable compensation agreement. And so this resolution would codify the statutory default, which works as 0% compensation provided in years 1 through 10, and then 50% from 11 to 30, and then the county social service agencies are made whole after the 30th year.
I'll move for passage of 42918.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 429-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 430-18, resolution authorizing an economic development agreement with the Greater Columbus Sports Commission to encourage economic development and tourism through the attraction, retention, and promotion of sporting events on behalf of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners in the amount of $200,000.
Commissioners, as was demonstrated this morning, obviously sports on the youth level is really important, but professional sports and sports events in Franklin County are critical to our overall economy. And this contract with the Greater Columbus Sports Commission focuses on events that provide additional benefit to the community and economic development benefit. We know this is working, and it's simply because of things like occupancy rate, the average daily rate, the revenue for each room that's available are all up from past years. J.D. Power, for example, has pointed out that Columbus has the highest visitor satisfaction in the Midwest. We recently had 7,500 athletes for the junior volleyball tournament, and then who could forget the women's Final Four, with a benefit of approximately $21.7 million in direct spending in our community. So the sports activities that Linda Logan leads and the Sports Commission are really tremendous. I would recommend that the viewing audience consider going to columbussports.org to see what's going on this summer and have a sense of some of the activities that are involved. But again, this investment in tourism and tourism sports development is critical for Franklin County, and I would recommend the approval this morning of this resolution.
You know, we talk about the spend and the return on investment as being great for economic development, and it is, there's no question. But what those funds really provide is the money we need to protect those who are most vulnerable, who may not be able to get to some of the events, but who need the services that counties provide. And I think doing both things, increasing the economic development potential and our profile and all of those other wonderful things, is really important. And the other side of it is providing for the safety net, and that's really important. And a lot of your sports groups that you bring in, Linda, also do community projects to give back an additional item of value for the community, and that too shouldn't be overlooked when we look at the return. So I will move for passage of 43018.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 430-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 431-18, review a petition to annex 2.138 acres from Jefferson Township to the City of Gahanna, case number ANX-12-18.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 2.13 acres from Jefferson Township to the City of Gahanna. The area to be annexed includes property located at 6595 Clark State Road, that's south of Clark State, west of Reynoldsburg, New Albany, east of Hamilton, and south of Morse Road. Petition was filed by property owners Brandon and Tanya Wogan, who represented themselves. In 85% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to Gahanna. The city passed resolution number RES 0009-2018 on May 30th, 2018, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding incompatible land uses in the zoning buffer. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
Move approval of 43118.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 431-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Resolution number 432-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Twilda Riley at 1047 Spring Lawn Avenue, Harrisburg, Ohio 43126.
Good morning.
I don't think he said anything.
So I have several. Jamie Edwards, Business Services Officer with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department. I have 7 releases to review this morning. The first is Twyla Riley. She received $6,720 in November of 2011. All obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43218.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 432-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 433-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Chris Simmons and Daniel Lawson at 2465 Chambers Avenue, Columbus, Ohio 43223.
Chris Simmons and Daniel Lawson received $3,000 in September of 2005. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43318.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce? Resolution number 433-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 434-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Nettie Ross and Joyce Conley at 173 Cottage Street, Lockbourne, Ohio 43137.
Nettie Ross and Joyce Conley received $8,000 in November of 1984. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43418.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 434-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 435-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Rachel M. Horn at 2259 Autumn Village Court, Columbus, Ohio 43223.
Rachel Horn received $3,260 in October of 2010. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43518.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 435-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 436-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Patricia A. Turner at 3491 Central Avenue, Urban Crest, Ohio.
Patricia Turner received $15,000 in July of 2009. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43618.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 436-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 437-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Troy and Michelle Keithley at 1173 Onslow Drive, Columbus, Ohio 43204.
Troy and Michelle Keithley received $5,500 in December of 2015. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled, and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43718.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 437-18 has been adopted. Resolution number 438-18, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Deborah Williams at 6800 Sowers Drive, Canal, Winchester, Ohio 43110.
Deborah Williams received $5,500 in October of 2009. The obligations of the housing program have been fulfilled, and the mortgage should be discharged. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 43818.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 438-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 439-18, resolution authorizing a contract with Public Performance Partners for a bail assessment survey and analysis for $43,500.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michael Daniels with the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. We are proposing to use $43,500 from the Targeted Community Alternatives to Prison money that we received from the state to conduct a comprehensive bail assessment in the municipal court. We're going to be looking at both sides of bail. One, who's in jail because they simply can't afford to get out, and doing a risk assessment on that. And the other side of that is for folks who are being given bail, how many of them are actually showing up in court versus how many are failing to appear. So we're trying to look at the risk assessment as well as the economic fairness assessment on that. We've asked QQuill and Public Performance Partners to come in and do this. They've done studies like this throughout the state. In fact, their study in Montgomery County suggested that with some simple implementations, Montgomery County could reduce their average daily jail population by over 200 people. So we think this is going to be a valuable assessment. Pending any questions, we'd ask for your approval.
This is so big around the country, the discussion about bail and reforming bail to make the equity more accurate. And so I'm really happy we're doing this, Michael. I think it makes a lot of sense. Move for passage of 43918.
It's just one of many ways that we can reduce the number of jail nights.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great step. So
Appreciate that, Commissioner. And in fact, City Attorney Klein and Judge Ted Barrows from Municipal Court are co-chairing a subcommittee of the Criminal Justice Planning Board to look not only at this, but at a variety of other options of how we can more fairly make those initial assessments to keep those jail bed days down, keep people in the community, keep them employed, connected to their families, and all those sorts of things.
it's expensive to keep people in jail for reasons that we don't need to keep them in jail.
Absolutely.
Well, not only that, if they're in long enough because they can't afford the bail, they lose their jobs often, they lose their housing opportunities, they lose all kinds of things that go against everything we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So this is really
Oh, it's just
important.
taxpayers paying for people to be in jail that don't need to be in jail. It just makes a lot of sense to not pay for people to be in jail that don't need to be there.
And we believe that it feeds directly into the Commissioner's initiative to reduce poverty. The quicker or the more people we can keep out of jail, or the quicker we can get people back into the community, the more likely they are, as you say, Commissioner, to keep jobs, to keep housing, to keep up with their child support payments for the folks who are left behind to not go into poverty. So,
Yep. All right. Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 439-18 has been adopted.
thank you, Commissioners.
Purchasing.
Resolution number 440-18, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $927,445.01.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuthbert representing the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 77 purchase orders. For small emerging business enterprises, there are 8 purchase orders, which equals 10.3% of the purchase order volume. Their purchase order dollar amount is $14,284.25, which is 1.5% of the total purchase order dollar value. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability funds by the county auditor. Pending any questions, I recommend their approval.
Move approval of 44018.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 440-18 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 441-18, resolution reappointing Kenneth N. Wilson to the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio Board of Trustees.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of this reappointment.
Well, I talked with County Administrator Wilson, and he would like to stay on this board, so I'll move approval of 44118.
Oh, I guess. I'll second it.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
No, I mean, yes.
Resolution number 441-18 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Are there any generalizations today?
There is one, Commissioner, from the Office of Management and Budget. The Franklin County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on the 2019 Franklin County tax budget. This hearing will be held on Tuesday, June 26, 2018 at 9 a.m. in the Commissioners' Hearing Room, 373 South High Street, 26th floor, Columbus, Ohio. Additional information may be obtained by contacting the clerk to the Board of Commissioners at 614-525-5387.
Great. Thank you. There is no further business. That concludes our meeting. Thank you.
This one scrivener's error on this one. It says deputy.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you correct that?
Yeah.